What is up, Dashes? And I can see I've already made my first mistake. How awesome is that? It is not Rembrandt that's joining me today. It is Universal and Mr. Soap. Sorry about that, Uni.
All good?
What we could do is you could just pretend to be Rembrandt and just try to... or just Rem. And just try and sour his reputation as much as possible at this stage. I mean, that just only seems to be fair. We are in week 6 of season 2 of the APAC Cup, and I think it's going to be a pretty fun one. We've got one more week left in this cup. Mr. Soap, how are you feeling so far?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Pretty excited to see this matchup and take some notes on TBT, who Trouble has in the finals next week.
Yep. So we are going Whiskey versus TBT today. Both pretty strong this season. I mean, I'm surprised as to how strong Whiskey is coming into this season. They've obviously learned from last season and just said, we're going to double it up this time.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rapscallion was a huge addition there, and then Matrix coming in. Obviously, we all know that he's a really good player, but you never know how Americans are going to deal with the Sydney servers. So he, I don't know how he'd perform, but he's been performing really well, and they've got a pretty stacked lineup. So TBT as well, a lot of growth within the team.
Yeah. So the last time TBT and Whiskey faced off against each other, they played Quarry, where TBT ended up winning 2-0. And then Whiskey followed that up with a win on Control Point. And then Whiskey eventually taking it for the win. I think that was the last elimination map that we ended up playing for the Cup. But Whiskey ended up winning, getting to the first 21st level. Looking at the teams, now TBT, that's their whole team list for today, so I'm hoping for their sake that they don't have anyone that is going to run out of battery. But on Whiskey's side, we have Lord Fan, who's going to be playing Quarry, who's not on that list at the moment, and I think there's one other person that's on that list, but I can't quite remember. And we've got
Lord Fan.
Yeah, we've got some pretty good players over there. One of the players that I've been quite impressed with recently playing against them in the pubs is Medium Dick. He seems to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Medi's come a long way, I think, and I think he's been around for quite a while. But just obviously popped back into the cup and isn't really slowed down at all, just straight through into the competition and pulling out the strong performances.
Yeah. Uni, I believe you're friends with Lord Fan. He's a good mate of yours.
Yeah, Lord Foreign or Lord Fan.
Lord
I
Foreign,
like it. I like it, Lord Fan, yeah. Hasn't actually had much experience in terms of playing Hive Dash and has only played one game with Whiskey, so it will be interesting to see how he goes tonight for this actual match. But yeah, in terms of lineup right now, Whiskey definitely looks like they're pretty stacked for tonight, and TBT not doing too bad for their lineup either.
Yep. I think what we can do is get ourselves ready in the game. So I'm going to push a couple of buttons over here and make sure that we are all set. Let our drone take us in. So what is the first match? I think the first match is Quarry again, is that right?
It'd be Canyon.
Is it Canyon?
Canyon, yep.
I like Canyon.
I think it's always nice to start with the payload as well, between starting with Quarry or Capture the Flag can sort of set a slow start to the night, so this will really warm them up quite nicely, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and just by looking at what's being played in public matches and in scrims, I can see that Canyon is going to be a favorite in the Dash League coming up because everyone seems to be practicing that one. Yeah. So yeah, I think we've spoken about it to death, but is there anything that you guys want to share in Canyon? Any new strategies or feedback that you can give some new players and where you're seeing them currently situated?
Okay, in terms of probably not strategy, but I'm starting to see a lot more focus by a lot of teams these days at trying to hold back as long as they can at the very start, because it used to be it used to seem like you'd let them actually get a little bit further out of their spawn, then you'd attack because it'd be a lot easier. However, it started to get to the point where the strats have changed and it's hit them hard at the start and just stop them straight away. Like, don't let them even get around the very first corner for like as long as we can.
and I've seen countering to that sort of attitude a lot of the teams that are on the payload. They seem to be pushing quite far back to try and almost stop the enemy at their spawn as well, just to give the cart a little bit of room. But yeah, it does mean that there needs to be team members that are focusing on carts. I have seen one mistake where a team ended up pushing the enemy team all the way back to their base and nobody was on carts, which was a terrible move.
Yeah.
Where did you see that? Did you see that in like a pub match or like in a competitive match or?
It was a scrim. It was on YouTube somewhere. I'm trying to recall the team's name, but I watch so many of them these days. They all become a blur.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I think it was a European team. I don't think they were particularly high up in terms of experience level in the game. So there was a lot of forgiveness there.
In terms of this map, I mean, when you go up to higher levels, you'll notice just getting down that main rail can be really challenging with the pistol sniping and the accuracy really ramping up. They really make that just an absolute grind. I know the HHI, we didn't make checkpoint on Canyon for so long because teams just locked down those rails, but teams are getting better at sort of accounting for that and knowing to all push together. Then it's just, I think whether a team is good at explosives can make a big difference on this map. We obviously know that TBT has high Bilbo and Whiskey has Rapscallion, both good with shocks. So it's going to be interesting to see if either of those two are able to have a really strong hold, because one shock sort of run can really make a big difference, I think, on this map.
Yeah, and I think Rap's also been practicing his rocket launches quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. His Rap's rockets are very, very deadly, to say the least.
Well, I've put the drone on the floor, so this is generally an indication to the team that we're about ready to go. And I see their entire teams are all set and ready. So, I think let's just all shout for them to get started.
I think Whiskey's just had a couple joins, so they probably want to try and get a little strat chat going if they've got time. But I know that we've got a bit of a deadline on how long they have to chat. So if they've lost that time, then they've lost that time. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So thoughts on this match in terms of which way will it go?
I'm leaning Whiskey.
You're leaning Whiskey? I gotta say Whiskey as well, just because they have Rap, who is really good at rockets, Lord Grim, whose accuracy is incredible, and I've seen some amazing stuff from Grim in terms of this map. Whiskey definitely has the actual team, what would you call it? Team composition? to actually do really well on this map. What
Well,
about
if you guys are
sir?
going to zig, then I'm going to have to zag and take TBT.
TBT?
So,
You're just going to be the spanner. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, well, I'm just going to butter them up before the finals next week so they like me and they don't kill me too much.
Yeah,
Good strat.
strategy.
No person's got lethal aim, so he's sticking with pistols to make the most of that. If we can follow one of the shock users to start this match, if you can find them.
1, go. First elimination.
There we go. Shoot me.
Forgot which team. Yeah, yeah, that works.
Good job catching him for that. We won't let him forget it.
Hey, he did a uni move. That's good. It wasn't just me. Oh.
Oh, taken down already.
Yep, so that was big by Whiskey. Didn't let
Suwon
any
caught.
slow them down.
No.
Whiskey pushing really well already.
Oh.
Oh, Medi.
Wow. No.
Oh, double kill. That cart's moving. Less than a minute and it's already around this first corner.
Yeah, hasn't really stopped it once at all. And looks like Whiskey has now forgotten about the... Oh wait, no! They managed to get someone straight on. That's good.
Just stop there at the moment.
Yeah, this section is always a pain, because you've got people coming from all directions. Oh, person coming up behind.
Oh,
It's
looks like
interesting to
Rat.
see how many disruptors they choose to use. Because I think with Whiskey has had a few matches this season where they've haven't been as together, you know, to get all the roles sorted, and they've all.
Oh no!
Quokka!
Quokka's out.
Quokka is gone.
Oh.
Makes my Zag look a little better.
And somebody in TBT's also gone. Reality Forge keeps on flipping in and out.
Oh. Vagel definitely trying to push up.
Strong.
3 minutes left and 37% already at the corner. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, this corner, I have to say, is the most painful place on this actual map to get around.
So we got
Yeah,
set up.
especially if you do have a good Rocketeer on there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and if the opposing team is set up well on the edge, it's going to be such a pain to get.
Oh, my Bulbo just
Rocket.
hears the cards.
See if he can stay alive. Interesting that he chose, or strange way to go, because he was going to be cornered by somebody.
Lord Grim with his perfect aim.
Yep. Just moving those hips around.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got a couple of shots of whiskey in the system.
they're doing really well. 2 minutes 30 and they're at checkpoint. There's no doubt at this point that they're going to get it.
And is that without Quokka still, I think? I think Quokka's score hasn't moved, so that's 4 people managing to get it to that point, so it's a huge push. Lord Grim leading the way there with 17 and 9.
Yeah,
We've
now
got a
it's
new
not-
player, Bot Arnie, who's joined the
Oh,
Oh,
Botan's gone.
High Bulbo's gone. Rapskillian shoots himself. Everyone is just all over the place.
Oh,
And Rapskillian kills himself again.
Person is having a huge first half here. 24 and 16, more than doubling anybody else on his team.
Yeah, fantastic job by person.
I know, Vaggle dude's gone as well. I think we're just on a dodgy server.
It's strange to have three dropouts already.
No, that,
Imran looks
was
like he's
alive
stuck
still.
there as well.
And it looks like we've just made checkpoints.
And Quack is back as well. They're all back.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the update that's about to take place.
Oh yeah, true. There should be an update coming any second, like tonight sometime.
Yeah, in the next 2 or 3 hours, I think.
That's gonna be interesting. Oh. Yeah, 6 minutes 40. I'd say it's an average time for teams to actually get to this point.
I would argue it's slightly above average.
Slightly above.
Yeah, maybe slightly above. But definitely still anyone's game at this point.
Yeah. Reality going for the Rockets.
You've got
it's
a double
an-
rocket, so you really
that's
want to make
interesting.
sure you get value from this. Taking the time, don't expose yourself.
Yeah, I've seen Reality
Good
using
job.
Rockets a lot more often recently.
Oh.
Oh, get double kill!
Wow.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
I think he's got his value back from
It-
those, but now he's going to find a bit more cover.
Nah. Oh, Grim takes him out.
I mean, that was pretty good. There's
Yeah.
nothing more satisfying than seeing those ragdolls fly everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Whiskey definitely pushing up.
Yeah, they've got a few disruptors, old Whiskey.
Yeah.
Scallion's always pushing up. Quack is always pushing up. Grim's instinct is to push up, but I think he probably, the captain is very aware of all his players' strengths, and he's probably sticking a bit more objective-based
Definitely.
to compensate.
The thing is, Whiskey has a lot of fast players.
Oh.
So it's like, even though they're disrupting, they're gonna most likely stay alive for a fair bit.
Triple kill,
Just how
quadra
fast they
kill.
Or
are. Oh, right.
Oh, and he's flip booking.
He is.
a little bit.
Nice.
At least everybody, I think, looks like
Right, still not down.
everybody playing tonight is from Australia. That will mean that the flip booking at least is sort of a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't impact it as much.
Oh, Rem takes him out. Yeah, Whiskey really needs to just push it under the attic. That's gonna benefit them so much. But TBT is definitely holding them in the like actual open space.
No, TBT's having a good stand here. Oh,
Walker.
two on car, and a few of them in the base, so this could be a big long push here. They're able to capitalise on their numbers. Reds just run into the car, it's going to cost them.
Oh,
Imran saving the day.
Bilbo coming in with
Easily.
shots. Yeah, them charging up. Oh, Lord Foreign says
Warren takes
nope.
5 mil. Yeah, I find it funny there's 2 lords now.
We're gonna have to have a Highlander match. 1v1.
1v1. Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna have to have the Highlander theme song playing while we're doing this.
This is going to be interesting to see. Someone's on rockets. TBT. Reality Forge.
Reality
over
Forge.
Hey, so Prism, this your strategy with Rocket?
there. Yeah, I think it's pretty key actually. This is I learned this from Mr. V.
Oh
Hanging
yeah,
back here and just
very
if you
effective.
can have the rest of your team taking the attention and you're sitting back there, it can just absolutely block that car.
Yeah.
Nice having a couple of pairs of explosive at this stage, but probably going to want to have somebody up in that attic watching out for people coming in and
Yeah,
a few
and-
pot shots of them along the rails.
They definitely need someone to stay on cart the whole time as well. Like, even if they get them on cart, that's still a little push each time.
Those rockets are, you know, going to be on the cart a little second late at least. So it's,
Yeah,
5 people just gradually pushing it.
in 2 minutes
Got
left,
one
you
on
really
cart.
need someone on cart. Yeah.
I've only got one person on cart at the moment as well, so that's going to be taken down and moved. There we go, they got 2 on cart now.
Oh,
It looks like they've exchanged the shocks for the rockets. I'm not too sure if that's a good move. I would have kept somebody on rockets.
Yeah.
just ducking down.
It's hard to know whether you want to have you know, rockets and shocks,
Yeah.
or whether you just want just the rockets at the back and everybody else just, you know, pistol sniping and taking attention. Trade-off, it's quite a hard balance.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
It's nice having 2 sets of explosive in case one goes down, you still have one alive. Oh,
Reality
doing
Forge
some
trying
good
his hardest, yeah.
Nice defense by TBT just then with Whiskey's push.
Let's see if they group up again. They definitely have the time to do that.
They've got a minute left and 2% left to go.
1 minute remaining.
It's going to be
There,
close.
there goes the 1 minute call.
Yeah. Oh. Only 1 on cart. Oh, 2 on cart.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. 2 on carts and
so
2
they've got
ready
their
to jump on.
explosives set up again.
Yeah, I feel Whiskey really needs to group up. For
Oh,
one.
yeah.
No! They C9!
That gold dude jumped
Oh,
off cart in order to...
C9! No!
Medium
Oh.
there.
Man.
It's just your instincts from the rest of the game, you know, sort of taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
ouch.
So
how
far-
long is that
Start.
left? Give me a sec.
It was 38 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I think
Give me
38
a
seconds as
sec.
well.
I'm just watching the YouTube thing. It's a few seconds behind.
Lord Foreign, your boy, has had a really strong performance.
Yeah,
As you said,
38.
He's just started out and he's
Oh,
doing
damn.
better than
25
medium
to 31.
and
Wow.
Quokka.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First
Huge first half
elimination.
performances by both Grim and Rat.
Oh, yeah. As to be expected, though, by those two.
A mistake there by medium.
Oh, Grim getting taken out.
It's not a bad move. Have somebody staying inside base, jumping on carts as soon as they die. Keeps the carts in motion.
Yeah,
Long
Whiskey had a good
uninterrupted
push.
push at the stage.
Oh, Rem. Yeah, Rem's been doing a heap more disrupting recently. And it's been working very well. TBT pushing like mad as well.
Oh, somebody killed themselves. WSKY.
Yeah, that's the thing. It seems like Whiskey is a lot more attack based rather than like defending based.
Yeah, for sure. They, definitely got the disruptor mindset.
Yeah.
Which is helpful, but yeah, you do need to remember to you know, stop that cart move and get on there quickly. And now they've got a few people set up, but they're still managed to push that cart pretty decently.
Yeah, 4 minutes 30. Seems like TBT actually doing at the moment better than Whiskey was.
I think it was because Whiskey had 1 or 2 people on carts at the start, and the TBT pretty much had 3 people on cart. So that little bit of extra push has maybe saved them 30 seconds.
Yeah, it seems like as you said, they're trying to get more people on cart rather than going actually jump around and kill.
And helps in this hairpin to try and have 3 people on cart because you want to try and get past this point as quick as possible.
Rockets are set up. Let's see. Oh, we've got Quokka on them.
Quokka.
I don't know if I've ever seen Quokka with rockets.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Has a very interesting position as well.
It's good for where the card is at the moment.
Yeah.
You need to be really
Whoa,
precise to get it on point.
Yeah, and gotta definitely look out for those disruptors coming in
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, they're all coming there. Really need to have somebody to block that far dash. To stop people being able to get up there. Or teams forget about blocking that.
This push being done by TBT.
Yep, they're pretty even, I'd say, at the moment.
Yeah.
Pretty 50-50. The odds makers are looking at even, I think, at the moment. Grim just passes the 70 kill mark.
Wow.
Huge performance. UT all up together. Oh, it's a shame that there wasn't a bigger push. They had a few of them there, and high Bilbo up the back.
They're at 2-minute mark. Yeah, Whiskey was definitely in the checkpoint by this point.
Oh, taking out Grim and Rat. That seemed like a trade right there.
See, I think at that point when you're when you get into that last piece of checkpoint and they're respawning right there, rather than putting 2 on the cart like they did, the second person should actually find a more like sideways positioning.
Yeah.
So they can pick off the people coming to the cart, because otherwise targets all right there for the opponent.
Well, 2, 3 on
Oh,
carts,
there we go.
and then they've done
There
it.
you
Checkpoint.
go. Yeah, I was just going to say, for around that area, you definitely need to group up and actually push that last bit. It's going to be a lot easier that way, and TBT definitely showed how it is done.
Yeah, well, and that's when the really the arcs of the world make that just impossible to group up, because they're just going right back to that sight lines of that rail, and
Yeah.
that just makes it really hard to push. UT is just cruising through this section of the map. Looks like it's back to even, I think. I think they're probably caught up with Whiskey.
Yep, I'd say so.
Actually, it seems like TBT's in the
Might have even creeped in front.
Yeah.
Which is
The
very
predictions
close.
may be right.
Looks like it's going to come down to the wire, and we know that Whiskey has the explosives skills.
Oh,
TBT. Yeah, TBT definitely knows how to group up well, though. That's the thing.
They're objective focused, and
Yeah.
you can tell.
I would honestly have to say both teams are basically complete opposites of each other.
It's true, a little bit.
oh.
Oh, great little run there by Quokka. Getting off a few of them.
Nice.
Galleon back there called Havoc.
Making sure that their collective push doesn't happen.
Yeah, Rapscallion just going in and taking out, like, basically their whole team, I'd have to say.
A little bit of danger there, though. I think they might have pushed. They pushed the card a little bit, not much.
Yeah,
A little bit of danger when you
1%.
push up there, because they can go around the side route and get to the cart with fewer numbers there to oppose them. now, you know, if I was TBT, seeing how aggressively Whiskey's pushing that main rail, I'd be focusing more on that side route.
Mm.
Oh, nice little push
TBT's
there by
definitely got a
Rowley
very
forward.
good run here.
Oh, nicely done.
Nice.
Didn't get the cart that much of a push, but helped his teammates following up.
Quokka
Quokka going
chasing.
behind, yeah. Oh,
See, at this point, Quack is hoping that his teammate can stop them. Yeah.
but it looks like Quokka actually distracted person for a fair bit there. Person like,
Yeah.
turned around
Person
and
back.
came all the
Person
way
should have
back.
left him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Great
Wow.
disruption.
Yeah, this is definitely
Very
gonna
good.
be this game.
They've moved it a decent enough amount, but they're not moving it quite fast enough to take the W at this point. They really need to get a good, strong push here.
Yeah.
You can tell just with the sheer amount of disruption that Whiskey's throwing at them, it's putting TBT in 2 mines as well. Yeah.
Well, TBT pushing, they've got 90% now.
they got 2 on cart, 3 on
Still
cart.
pushing. Oh, see, Whiskey pushed up there when the cart was already moving. That was a big mistake.
Yeah. 94%.
Oh, they've really caught up
That
and
was a
taken the
big
lead
push.
again.
Yep.
Back.
That was they need to do one more like that.
Impressive push.
Yeah, well, look, they've all avoided the main rail for a little bit there because Whiskey was pushing main rail so much.
Okay, looks like they're going in. Oh, 4 and taking Bagel out.
Again, this could be Whiskey's downfall. They're still pushing up.
96,
distracting
97?
a lot. They need to get numbers at the
Ooh.
cart. See who's on rockets there for Whiskey when you get a moment.
Lord Grim.
Grim.
Interesting choice.
Oh,
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 Whisk.
oh,
Nice.
this is close.
they've almost got it. They've almost got it. They need to keep
99%.
one person.
Yeah, they need someone on
1 minute.
the whole
They've got to
time.
hold this here for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Can be done, but they're going to need more numbers than just 2 of them there to do it.
And they will need one person on point the whole time. At
They're
least.
wandering off the cart like TBT did before.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
nice career. That was beautiful.
triple
And a
kill.
third. Wow.
That's why he's a lord.
Yep.
No. There's no one on cart.
And
Oh,
Oh,
and
my
1
God.
minute and 3 seconds.
Oh, that was a good match.
okay, so they won
What do you
it
guys
by-
TBT would win?
The match I suggest
Well, look at
a
that. They're
rematch.
negative
There you
80
go.
across the board TBT, but they just way, they had the strategies down.
Yeah, the pushes were incredible. All team
Ah.
pushes mainly.
Scally and Lord Grim almost getting to 100 kills each.
Wow.
See, massive kill counts. Just it's just the
So how much was
yeah,
that
just
by? That was
focus.
like 25 seconds?
Yes,
Yeah.
somewhere there,
So, yeah.
about that.
Wow. Definitely a close game though.
Yeah.
That was
game.
very good. Now this one is going to be interesting. Quarry.
I love Quarry. I know lots of people hate it, but there's so much that can go right with it. It just flows so well.
The problem is, I find it more, you got to be lucky. It's all about timing. Like, you gotta have everyone either dead at the exact same time that you all click the button, or you gotta have like everyone at a different point or moving. It's too much luck for me.
No,
That's
you see,
why I dislike it.
that's where I've got some disagreement in it, because the way I see it is that there's 3 objectives and there's 5 players, which means that each person needs to know exactly what they're doing. And if you're not working together as a team and you're all just trying to rush to the enemy's base and you're just a whole bunch of useless chooks, you're not going to get this game done right. So you have to have somebody that's very good holding B position. You have to have somebody that has excellent defense holding your position, and the rest just need to do their best to try and capture the enemy's position and then hold it. Because as soon as you end up wiping through those buttons, you're going to be met with the entire enemy team trying to hurt your strategy. So yeah, it comes down to a lot of planning, a lot of good strats, and a lot of communication to win this map.
It does, and you can get. I think you can get, lucky and unlucky in a way, but you set yourself up to get lucky or unlucky. Like, you can get stuck with no dashes down in the tunnel and not be able to go counter your point. Like, you need to be really aware of holding your dashes if you've only got one base. Because if you have 2 bases as a team, you can be a little bit more aggressive and push out there and just blow through your dashes.
Yeah.
If you move forward as a wave and you communicate, then you know that you've got the momentum and you can all push forward together. The person who's defending their base can leave, and generally I don't think you should actually leave anybody at base. We've seen a lot of teams leave somebody defending base, but it's so hard to get a point on this that I reckon you really need to have the numbers with you and just push forward as a wave and hope that you've got a really strong wave.
Yeah, well, in terms of luck, I'm saying is more about how many people are down once you get that 3rd button. Like, if your teammates have like knocked out 2 people and you hit the 3rd button, they're locked out completely. And if it turns out to be the 2 players that are stopping the button, most commonly stopping the button, it's going to be a lot tougher on the team to actually get it back. And it's real. That's why I feel it is a bit of luck in terms of when you do hit the button, how many people are locked out, or where is everyone at that one point when you've got all 3 buttons. And luck does definitely play into it a bit, but yeah, skill. As long as you have a decent strat and you know where you're going, but it should work out for you. However, you really got to practice in terms of the strats and that on this map.
What I also like is that every area over here has 3 points of entry, right? So if we just look at red over there, you can come on either one of these points in order to get to the button. The same thing when it comes to B. If I want to get to B, I can go anywhere of these 3 points, either top or bottom, and to get to B, and the same on the other side. So it makes it very, very difficult to defend any one area. Especially if there's only just 2 people, you've got 2 people trying to watch three positions. That makes it very difficult, and to me that makes it exciting, because it's not, you're not just watching one door, and as soon as somebody puts their head through the door, you just shoot the door. You have to actually think on your feet, change positions after every play, so that the enemy doesn't, recognize your patterns. And that, to me, that's what makes Quarry a really, really good map.
In saying that, though, you definitely need to have strats ready with your team to actually pull it off well. Because if you go in going, hey, this is the strat and that, and you don't know it exactly, the whole game's going to be really painful to actually do. And I'm kind of betting that a lot of our teams, unless you guys have done scrim trainings, because we never did any trainings this season, really, for Chaos Team.
don't
So
know about these guys.
Yeah, we never did any practices, but like as long as you have, when you have your chat, you sort of discuss who's going to focus on tunnel, who's going to focus on B, and you remind everybody to sort of, be a little bit patient and communicate, because if you don't have B, there's no point getting the enemy base, So you have to find a hiding spot there, communicate with your team, and as you say, if you get a couple of teammates down and then you cap all 3 buttons, that's even a higher probability of scoring. So if you can remember to communicate those kind of things as well. So maybe if you've got a couple of buttons and then someone gets a couple of kills, they can call that out and everyone else knows that that's a really vulnerable spot to push. But, of course, it's such a grind to even get to those opportunities. So as soon as you've developed one of those opportunities, it's easy to sort of, fizzle out and rush and hit the button and expose your cover, and then you don't have the numbers there anymore. So it's sort of got to be really disciplined, I think, in Quarry to pull it off, and remember to be aggressive, because aggression wins the day. Team Name is known for being the best Quarry team in Dash League, and that's because they're just all rushing 100% of the time, keeping in your back foot.
So in terms of these two teams, would you say TBT actually may have a fair bit of an advantage, just being probably a team that has more... Well, I see TBT more strategy-wise, and then Whiskey a lot more aggressive. That's what I'm seeing in terms of players.
Yeah. I think the aggression's going to help Whiskey here.
Aggression, yeah.
And if you can have somebody make a really huge play, that's often needed on this map. So yeah, I think Whiskey could tie this up and send us to a control point. I'm definitely rooting for it.
Yeah.
Love watching a good control point. So it will be interesting. It is quite a difference, as you say. TBT's probably communicating a little bit better, but yeah, Whiskey have just got some absolute killers, and that aggressive side. They're all disrupting, so it would work out for them.
Yeah,
what's your feelings for this upcoming Dash League? Do you think there's going to be quite a few Quarry maps being played?
Nope. We'll find out, but it's very rare for a team to pick Quarry unless they're going up against a team that they know is really good at Waterway. I know that for my team HHI, we're quite known for Waterway with our snipers, so people will try and pick Quarry against us normally. But most people just prefer to not play Quarry.
You see, I would use that as a strategy opportunity by having my team practice Quarry to death, so that you choose that, the enemy team's like, oh no, it's going to be a long one, and you've worked your strats out so well, you just end up wiping the floor with them. You get an easy point,
It's also a little bit of mind games, because you know that they're a bit gutted that they have to play Quarry. Their spirits are going to be dampened.
Do you know if Capture the Flag is in this? Because it's in the next actual league.
It's not in. It's not in Dash League, no.
Okay, cool.
They considered bringing it, but there was a bit of an uproar when they said they were going to bring it, so they cancelled it.
Well, there is already Hyper Flag trying to be started.
I mean, that's a good place for it to start out.
Yeah.
This is a classic Rembrandt movie. Rembrandt's always been known for rushing straight through B, straight through to the base, and not stopping.
Yeah. Well, he made it to the... Yeah, Rem has his own routes he takes.
Yeah.
So he knows how to get to the opposing base very fast.
I remember I used to hold B, and then Rembrandt would come through and just dash to the dash and run away again before you could kill him, and you'd just be like, for fuck's sakes, now I got to go back to my base. But then you got to really watch out for people taking that dash at B.
Yeah.
Red takes C.
Seems like Whiskey's aggression is actually
takes C.
helping them a fair bit right now.
Red takes B.
Yeah, taking A and B quite easily.
Didn't notice Lord Grim was out for this. For
Yeah.
Quarry, actually. Be a huge result for them to win without him.
Grim, yeah.
Blue takes B.
Well, basically confirmed that TBT versus Trouble anyway.
Red takes
So.
B.
Lord Foran's just sitting there on. Is he timed out?
Yeah, I think his tracking's
Blue
gone.
team
wondering,
countered. Blue team scores in
Yeah, I can
3
hear him yelling
countered.
from the other room.
Blue countered. Blue team countered.
Oh, he's back.
They might hold on for him.
Well, quite a lot of red players hanging around their base. I think they're getting ready for a big push.
Group up, yeah.
It's hard if you know you've got 4
takes
people at your base. You know,
Seems
you
like
almost want
Foran
to
is-
stop and wait for another wave to come through before you push out in case
Yeah.
you go and then they all come past and
Ooh,
have
nice
dashes to
shot.
counter.
Blue takes A.
Yeah, so Foreign, it seems like the defense for
Blue
Whiskey,
team
but
scores in 3
TBT.
countered. Red takes C. Red team
Yeah, I don't know whether
scores
they
3
have one.
countered.
Looking at the
Oh.
KDs, it's possible that Vega, but I'd imagine they might not have one.
Yeah, or choosing to push.
Blue takes B.
And your boy medium Dick is having a
Red
bigger
takes
performance
C.
this one.
Blue takes C.
Oh, into their base, taken out by person though.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes A. Blue team
Scallion out
scores
with an
in
early
countered.
huge lead.
Blue
3-7.
team scores
Reminiscent
in
of Universal
countered.
last night.
Red takes B. Red countered. Blue takes C. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Yeah, these two teams seem very even. I think it's only currently been Whiskey that has managed to actually get all 3 buttons. Yeah,
Blue
all 3
team
buttons at once.
scores in 3
Oh,
countered.
hang on. Yeah,
Red takes A.
just as we said something.
Oh. Oh,
Blue team
I
scores
think
They've
TBT
got
got
all
3
three
buttons
buttons,
before
yeah.
because that was the Lord
Blue
Foran
team
was
scores in 3, 2,
Ah, yeah.
1.
this
Blue
could be
team
it.
gets it.
And there you
This
go.
round.
It's like a little chicken dance by Rembrandt to celebrate.
Go. Blue takes C. Red takes A.
It's less than 5
Blue
minutes for the
first
first point.
elimination. Red
Yeah,
takes
seems like
B.
TBT's
Blue takes B.
communications are doing better than actually Whiskey's aggression.
Interesting. Vega should have just attacked their base there
Yeah.
and taken that dash.
Yeah.
It's interesting. He went through that tunnel and there was nobody from Whiskey going through the tunnel, which is interesting. Normally you'd send somebody to rush through that tunnel and try to get to the dash before the other team would, because it's normally a bit of a point of contention.
Red takes B.
Oh, Rem. What a shot.
I love the way he's just like, nope, not happening.
Red takes B. Blue
Oh, good
team
shot, Ram.
countered.
Rem really taking the fight to them.
Blue team
Old
scores
medium out
in
and
3
top,
countered.
top KD at the
Blue
moment.
team scores in countered.
Oh, TBT has got all 3 points again.
Red takes B.
So obviously Lord Foreign's opting to stay back and defend.
Yeah.
That's going to make it really hard for them to score a point because they're relying on 4v5 to do so.
So we got Reality Forge and Person. You see Person's just there at the base. So it could be a 2-person push right now.
Blue team
we
score
go.
countered. Blue team score.
I think the timing was just
countered.
maybe 2 seconds off on that one.
Wide.
Blue team score countered.
Close. I just needed another 1 or 2 players there.
Blocker gonna go get B.
Red takes B.
There we go. Got 3 people at B. They should be cleaning up and pushing forward.
Risky chance.
Red team
There
we go.
scores
There we go.
3.
Hold the button.
Countered.
Hold.
Oh no!
Oh, they're on
Person
base
gets
today.
it.
Red team countered. Red
That's the
takes A.
downside of not leaving somebody back at your
Red
base.
takes C.
Or yeah, communicating enough with someone else who slipped by.
Yeah, Reality Forge sitting at
Blue
B.
takes C.
And TBT has regained control of B.
Red takes B.
Long.
Not for long though.
Blue takes B.
Oh,
Red team score countered.
oh, Rap taking on.
Rap is
Red
flip
takes C.
looking all over the
Blue
place.
takes blue team scores countered.
I think it was less flip booking, more just lagging just then.
Maybe.
Blue team scores
It
countered.
seemed like he
Blue
teleported too
countered.
much.
Blue team scores
Oh,
in
they've got all 3 points.
2 countered.
Oh, that is so close. Taking Rem out. Nice.
Blue team
taken down.
scores in 3. 2
Oh,
countered.
and then blue
Red
really
takes
close to
B.
getting a point.
Blue team score countered.
Deciding to charge straight in.
Red takes B.
Probably wasn't the best
Blue
idea.
takes A. Blue takes B.
That's the thing though, TBT can afford to actually be a bit more defensive now. Whereas Whiskey
Possible.
right now probably would be a little bit stressed. Trying to get that single point to tie it up.
Yeah, but this game is such an
Blue
ADD
team
sort of
countered.
hyperactive game, you know.
Blue team
Against all of our
scores
natures
in
to just
3
sit back and play
countered.
defense the whole time,
Yeah.
even if it is a good ploy.
Nice. Good counter from Lord Foreign there.
Yeah, it looks
But
like
they're sending
Lord
Lord
Foreign's
Foreign forward now.
pushing, yeah.
Good.
So is that 5-on-5 now?
It's like
Nice,
it.
6-person out again.
Blue team score countered.
Mucks up the dash right there. That
Oh,
always
tough.
is a pain.
I think he's got sticky rails on, so it's kind of hard not to muck it up in that situation.
I don't even know if he knows what
Red
sticky
takes B.
is.
Blue team scores in 3, 2 countered.
Oh, Reality trying to
Blue
go in there.
team scores in
Gets the
counter. Blue
point.
team scores.
Hold the button down. Hold the button down.
Blue
No.
team countered.
Oh.
Blue
Whiskey
team
saves it.
scores countered.
They're still going though. Damn.
Bilbo with a pretty strong performance on blue, 27 and 12.
Wow.
Rembrandt with 31 and 22 as well. And then on Whiskey
Red
side,
takes
we've got
B.
Scallion with 32 and 24 out in front. Oh, and Medium with a huge score, so he's obviously pressing a lot of buttons and still getting a lot of kills for his team as well.
Blue takes B.
Oh, a little bit of a dance happening here. Shingeki versus Vagal. Vagal comes out on top. And
Used to go
who's
back
trying
to
to
that
get the
Alpha Blue.
vengeance?
Yeah.
Waka's trying to get the
Waka.
vengeance.
Blue team countered.
Nice wrap.
Blue takes A.
It
Red
seems like
takes A. Blue
TBT is
takes
pushing
A.
once again.
Red takes
They
A.
don't have B though.
Blue takes A. Red countered. Blue takes C.
They do have B now, but they don't have their own base. Wait, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Okay, that was their base. Never mind.
Got two pushing through caves.
Red takes B.
Come through.
Blue takes B.
Quite a lot of slow moving on this map, isn't there?
Yeah.
Such a large area to cover. As the other side said, there's so many
Blue
areas
team
people can come from.
scores in
So really
countered.
conserve your dashes.
Blue team scores in 3. Countered. Red takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes A. Red takes
Yeah, Whiskey
A.
really needs to do something right now.
Blue
Just to
takes
even
B.
out the score.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can
Red
see here,
takes
like,
C.
Shingeki's just
Blue
posed, but they
takes
didn't have
C.
B
Yeah.
when he was by himself. It's just little things like that.
You need to
like
at
the
least
team
have
just
2
needs
people
to,
there. Yeah.
your team needs to coordinate a little bit better. So you've got at
Red
least 2 of
takes
you, ideally
B.
3 of you, really.
Blue team
Yeah.
countered.
Well,
Yeah,
Velvet's
just
Rap's
waiting.
gonna-
Velvet's teams.
He's
Raps
waiting. He can
essentially
see-
just waiting, yeah.
He sees they don't have B, so there's no point in him wasting his life.
Red
Yeah.
takes
Got 'em.
B.
Gotten there. Look, now they've got B. Oh,
Red
They've
takes
just
C.
lost it. He's exposed himself. I
Blue
wonder if
takes A.
I don't have anybody at the base though at the moment.
Blue team countered. Red takes
They'll have to
B.
come out in a second again.
Blue team scores in countered. Red takes
he's so
B.
careful not to expose
Blue
himself.
takes B.
Oh, he's been playing this for a long time. He knows what he's doing.
Blue takes A. Red takes A.
Crouch, crouch. No, he got
Oh,
spotted.
his cover's blown.
Red takes B. Blue team scores in
Gets
Ah.
it doesn't take it out.
What an end to the chapter.
I have a funny feeling this is going to go the
Red
whole
takes B.
25 minutes, was it?
Red takes
I think
B.
that's paying about $1.05 at the bookies there, mate. 25 worries.
Scores in 3. Countered.
Only 1 point behind though. They're still in this.
Oh,
Red takes B.
Yeah, seeing how little they're working together makes it quite hard. Like, if you're
Blue
working together
takes
this
B.
little, that's when you really need to rely on luck, as you say, with you know
Yeah.
having everyone just happening together at the same time. You really got to create your own luck. Well, they got a couple
Red
of
takes
them
C.
together now.
They need B. They
can
really
get
need
B.
B. Come on,
Blue
Quokka,
takes
just dash to
C.
it and grab B.
Blue takes A.
They've got their base now.
Red countered.
Oh,
Oh,
they had it, all of the bases for a second.
Blue takes C.
Go to B, Quokka, go to B.
They go to B, yeah. Nice.
Oh,
Red
seems
takes
like it's
B.
too late though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting seeing Quokka just standing at the base.
Blue takes B. Red
Oh.
takes B.
Oh.
Bagel dude not picking up any dashes. Maybe he'll grab this one.
Blue takes B.
These teams
Oh.
definitely seem very fairly matched. It's
It's gonna be hard for either team to score another point.
yeah. This is when though the concentration can lapse, going this long, just back and forth, a little happening,
Blue
and
team
then
scores
make
and
mistakes.
countered.
Just need B.
Just need B. Come on, Whiskey. Go to B. No,
Oh,
not through the tunnel.
Wrong way, wrong way.
Wrong way!
Blue
Oh.
takes C.
He didn't
Oh,
hear you,
hello.
Uni. Scream louder.
I need to run out there and just like whack the back of his head and go to B.
Red takes C.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh.
Steal their dash. Yep,
Red
that's
team
good.
Don't stand there.
Don't stand there.
Don't stand there.
Not
Don't
Don't
stand
stand
there.
No!
Hi, friends.
Terrible.
Ah.
Oh
Takes
no!
A. Red takes A.
Oh
Uni, you're gonna have to do some one-on-one with him.
yeah,
Blue
yeah.
takes C.
Like standing there out of all the positions you could be in. That was the worst. That's. I gotta say that's one of the biggest noob moves to actually pull.
I'll give him a
Oh.
break. He's still
Red takes
relatively
B.
new.
He got roped into playing.
Blue takes B.
He got a VR headset, so it's on him.
Yeah, he just wants to hang out. He doesn't care if they kill him in the back. Right out of their spawn, looking
All
at,
mates.
admiring the view.
Yeah.
Uh,
There we go. Quokka's in
Blue
a better
team
position.
countered.
oh,
Red
TBT.
takes
Oh!
B.
Oh!
Blue takes B.
For a second, I thought.
Take there.
No.
Oh.
Oh. I bet work just gets thrown.
Red takes B.
Okay. Whiskey has 2 points though. See if they can actually go for the third one and hold this. At this point, they definitely need some. Wait, they've got someone through tunnels. Do they?
No.
No. Oh.
Who going to be? Hopefully they've got someone in tunnel so they can't go
Yeah.
to their base, but
Lord Foreign's just
takes
walking through
B.
tunnels
Red takes
very
B.
casually. And I think he's down.
Got one in
Red
tunnel.
team countered.
Oh. Yep. They had
Red
it,
team
but
scores 3
Can Whiskey
countered.
hold it?
oh,
Person and Rem
Make the
coming in.
time.
Oh no. They have 4.5 minutes left.
Oh,
to do this.
good exchange.
Oh.
Red takes C.
Again, they're only
Blue takes
actually
C.
technically. Whiskey needs 2 points to actually go to
Oh,
the.
Rembrandt. Good sixth sense to see him there.
Yeah, doesn't Whiskey actually need 2 points to get to the tiebreaker?
Oh, if Whiskey gets
Blue
1 point, it'll
team
be a
countered.
tiebreaker.
Blue takes B.
Yeah, but
they'll
since-
bet- yeah, but then it'll go sudden death. So then
Red
it'll,
takes
then it'll
B.
just whoever takes that sudden death will have to take it out.
Yeah.
Get to the real tiebreaker, yeah.
Oh. Shingeki ends Rembrandt.
So they really need just 1 point now.
Yeah, one in the next 3 minutes 45 anyway, and then another one.
Red
In
takes
the...
C.
Yeah, possible.
Turn around. Kick out the... Actually, hide. Hide until...
Yeah, but again, he exposed himself
Red
there without
takes
B.
C.
It's
Blue
still...
takes C.
Yeah, true.
Blue takes
But it
B.
didn't seem like
That-
anyone was chasing him. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Red
no, it
takes
didn't
B.
seem like anyone was chasing him, but then I guess they had a few there at the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have hit the button and then hid back there by the health. But you're
Red
still
team
just as close to the button
countered.
as some of the other
Blue
hardest
takes
points.
B. Blue takes B. Blue
like there's
takes B. Red
Oh,
team
if they
countered.
get
countered.
B, they lost their base.
Blue takes B. Red takes
They just need
B.
to push now. And push hard.
Could be
They're just
good.
Alright, Quokka.
going up behind.
Oh,
No.
oh,
Take out Rem.
Hey,
Oh,
now you've
now
been
go for
exposed. Oh,
They were all there still.
yeah, I don't know
The
where,
rest of
where
them.
all the whiskey were.
Yeah, Whiskey's all at their base still. Seems.
yeah, they don't actually have time to be on the defensive at this stage. It's
Yeah,
now,
Attack or that's it.
now or ever.
It's interesting, no one's coming for High Bilbo there
Blue
when
takes
he
B.
had an exchange in the tunnel, so
Red
they
takes
probably would have
B.
called it out. But nobody's come for him. I'm not sure whether they called it out or not.
Red team scores 3 countered.
He's just
Oh.
chilling.
Well, he's gonna just
Oh.
chill there for a little while. Go, go, go. Push it.
Countered. Red
Oh.
takes A.
Oh. 2 minutes. Could we get it?
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Red team
We
countered.
got anything left in the
Blue
tank
takes
for us?
A.
TBT.
Red
Just
takes
missing
A.
B. Oh,
Looking at the chats, we have Lisa Chow shouting "Go TBT"
takes
and
B.
Justin Campbell
Blue team
also saying "You can do it,
Red
TBT."
takes A.
I don't think our viewers are loud enough. I think we need more shouting going on.
Red team scores 3. Counter.
we go, come on.
Blue takes C.
Oh. Light up. Come on, whiskey.
Blue takes C. Red takes B.
Time to,
Whiskey. You don't have time.
Less than a minute left.
Blue takes B.
Rap can make it to their base. Oh, you should have just taken the dash.
Too much going on.
Red
He's
He
takes
was confusing
B.
himself there with those dashes.
No.
Blue takes B.
They have one push left in them. I reckon. That's it.
Yeah. Last hurrah.
Blue team scores in
We might
counter.
be getting a point though. Oh, close.
Wait, they just need.
Red team
B.
counter.
Oh no.
Blue takes B.
Yeah, I felt like telling personally, just let them have it so we can have a cool sudden death mode.
Nah. Any whiskey nearby at all to grab any points?
Not really.
Yeah, they
Red
need
takes
all
B.
Nah. That's
Blue
it. Yeah.
team wins.
Oh, nice.
Well, there you
So-
have it, eh?
There we go. TBT is the winner. They've won the cart and they won Quarry.
GG to both teams though. Both
Yes,
played
very
really
good.
well.
Well played, very evenly matched and entertaining watch.
Yeah, and in terms of scores, Medium Dick got 17,000. Really, really good. Bilbo on their team, 14,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bilbo smashing them. Yeah, well, looks like that's the end of it. And just looking forward to seeing the finals. TBT
Yeah.
vs Trouble. Woo! Gonna be very interesting.
Learned all of their strategies from watching this. So pretty easy now.
Yeah, you've made notes.
I made notes. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. That was definitely quite a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching a couple of storytelling taking place and and cheering on team members that need to learn better positioning. That was quite entertaining.
Yeah, definitely.
And for those people watching this, if you did enjoy that and you want to be part of the action, consider joining our Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description. And while you're in there, you could please come and help Lord Farron. Help me out, Uni.
Lord Fan.
There
you go.
In better positioning, is to make sure he doesn't get shot in the back.
Yeah.
Thanks to both of you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Jeno, for streaming it and being
very welcome.
Co-commentator as well.
All right. Cheers, Mr. Soap. Cheers, Uni.
Cheers. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.